Hi there, welcome to Mountain of God. My name is Camille. Today is 9 of May 2021. Welcome to video number 19. Today I want to talk about why God is patient but is not stupid, aka misconception about God's love and how he deals with his kids. There are tons of us that for at least few different reasons, we have this idea that our Father is or someone extremely tough or extremely stupid, quote unquote. And you see, one extreme is basically telling you that he will, no matter what, or if you do something bad, which is in general put in category which we call sin, and these people will tell you that if you do sin, he'll punish you and then he'll send you to hell. And I heard it many times, and now whenever I hear this, I laugh or cry or both, but inside of me I just know that I'm dealing with a person who is immature and the person who's have completely no clue what they're talking about and who they're talking about. The other extreme are the people who say, the moment you're saved, you can do whatever. You got this, free pass to heaven, and now just, live your life, enjoy everything. Because nothing will change. You just saved. That's done deal. God has nothing on you. And when I hear that, I'm saying to myself, this person is immature, they have no clue what they're talking about, and they have no clue who they're talking about. Because that it's not the God that shows himself in Bible, and it's not the dad that I'm talking with. And practically every story in the Bible, everyone shows completely something different. Every one of them. So that's why I want to talk about it today, just to give you a perspective, just to show you, especially in the situation that you find yourself right now, why it is as it is and what to do with it. Because first of all, I want you to understand, when we are kids, when we are toddlers in the spirit, when we are walking in our diapers, he will go an extra mile is understatement to show that he loves you, that he cares for you, exactly as we said in the first videos. He'll really be there for you even more than you need. He will show you his presence and his care, and he will oversell it. Why? And over-deliver. Why? Because he wants you from the beginning to know that he's there, standing next to you. He never leaves, and he'll help you to go through whatever. And in that time, he'll be like a gentleman. He'll never put anything on you that you don't want. He'll never put on you something that it's over your limit. He'll be there. He'll talk to you. He'll spend time with you. It's going to be a bliss. But point number 2, when you start going towards your adulthood years, when you become more and more mature in your spirituality and in walking with God, then you will start to see that his patience start to become replaced with discipline. And I want you to understand exactly why. Because you see, when he created you, before laying foundation of the world, he put very specific amount of potential in you. And now when you're getting to your adult years, he will do anything he can to help you achieve that level of potential, that level of greatness that is at the end of this potential. And he'll do practically anything he can, or everything, to help you get there. But to get there, you'll have to change. You'll have to learn. You'll have to morph. There's so many things for us to change. This whole journey has a different flavor if you understand this. Because then, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening, you'll understand that there's more to it. It's just not because it happens and he lost control. No, there's a very specific reason for me to achieve greatness. And to help you understand that, he is doing a lot of things. But one of the things that I want you to kind of hear, understand, swallow, and I'm going to be talking about it over and over again, he is standing right next to you 24/7. 366 days a year, if that's a year with additional day. And that leads us to point number 3. There's some of us who try and do anything they can to lie to themselves, and even more, lie to him. Because we think, when I do something when nobody's looking, then, nobody sees it. Really? And I know people who are doing really crazy stuff. They steal, they cheat, they beat their wives. I heard this kind of stories in the churches when everybody knew that guy was beating his wife. Nobody did anything. Why? I know people who are running businesses shady way. Why? Because that's how we do business. And this is what you're gonna say to your father when you're talking to him, or even more when you stand with him like face to face. That's what you're gonna tell him, because that's how we ran business on earth. Really? What you gonna say about beating your wife? What you gonna say about stealing? About cheating? Really? He doesn't cease? I want you to understand, he is there with you over and over again, and he never stops, he never leaves. He doesn't need vacations. So right now when you're watching this video, he's standing next to you. And he was there an hour ago, and a week ago, and a year ago. And exactly the same thing is going to happen in the future. He's going to be there in an hour, he's going to be there in a week, he's going to be there in a year, if you're going to still be here. Why are you trying to lie to him? Why are you trying to lie to yourself? Because this perspective should change your whole life and how you look at it, what you do, and why you do it. Because he, especially if you're a child of God, he is in you with the Holy Spirit. He sees you from inside out. He not only knows what you do when nobody's looking, but he knows why you do it. That's supposed to scare you to some degree, in this really like a positive way. So you could change the way you behave. So I'm telling you this so you would know that no matter what happens, no matter where you are, the one thing you're supposed to do is just really think it through. Think what you think about, why are you even here? Because maybe because of your own mistake, maybe it's not. But the one thing you're supposed to learn and have this automatic what you're supposed to do automatically, it's basically go to him and talk about it. Because the only reason, or the only way you'll be able to understand what's going on and how you're supposed to deal with it, whether it's your problem and you're trying to hide something, whether something happens, you just see that this is something you have to learn how to go through that. You'll have to learn that by talking to him. Ask him why it's even here, why you allowed this to happen, what are you supposed to learn from it, what are you supposed to do with it. Listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. When we are kids, our Father gives us everything we need so we would be able to be filled with His love, His care, and He will show us even more that we want or we need to prove to us from the beginning that He is here and He will never leave us. But more and more you're going to go towards your years of your adulthood in the Spirit. His patience will be replaced with discipline. Because He created you with some amount of potential and He wants to do anything He can to help you to reach that level. That's why don't lie to yourself, don't try to lie to Him, understand that He is there and He'll never going to put on you more than you can handle. Why? Because He created you and He knows what are your limits, even though you think that it's more than you can handle. But you see, that is why I want you to have this automatic reaction. Don't live in these extremes of viewing Him that He is really not. Go and talk to Him, ask Him, or tell Him, Dad, I think it's too much. I cannot handle it. But at the same time, or even more, ask Him what's happening and what you're supposed to learn, who you're supposed to become by this experience, and second, what you're supposed to do with it, so you'll be able to achieve this level of greatness that He is preparing you to become by this particular experience. So think about it and do something about it. Because his plan is not to torture you, but to get you to the level of your greatness that He put in you as potential. What is the reason for that? Is because the people who are behind you, they will need your help. Because they'll go through the same things as you are going right now. And when you will learn how to overcome this, you'll be uniquely equipped to help them. And this is, my friends, what we call discipleship, mentorship. And in general, this is why we welcome you to the church. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well and tell me what you think and what is your experience. Maybe it's different than mine. But, if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to talk about it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.